filmmakers go out of their way to make their films look like that. I'm not saying that this was Why, hello there YouTube and welcome back to 31. I am Random Ross and it is day 29. Yes, we're getting closer to Halloween, but we're stopping at New Year because it's holidays week, and for that one I'm reviewing Terror Train. So yes, this is a Canadian slasher film where university students gather on a train on New Year's Eve where they all party in costumes and stuff, and there is one strange killer picking people off one by one in various costumes and committing brutal acts of murder, all for revenge on a prank that went wrong. And of course we get Jamie Lee Curtis in there with Ben Johnson and Hart Rascoe. And yeah, so what did I like about this? Well, I like that this was a slasher movie, obviously, because I do love a good slasher. I liked the horror, the claustrophobic setting, that it's all set on a train. Yeah, we don't get many slashers set on trains, do we? But we got one here, kind of like a more New Year slasher version of Murder on the Orient Express, only no Poirot. I like Jamie Lee Curtis in this, still in her early days of her career. I mean, probably at the time she was known for her role as Laurie Strode in Halloween, as that was only 2 years prior. Also in that same year she did The Fog as well, so another John Carpenter movie, and this would be the following year she would star in Halloween 2, as well as Laurie. So she was really making her name as a scream queen at this point. Of course, she would eventually branch off into other genres, but horror is what started her career, and horror is what sort of cemented her mother in pop culture with Psycho, which we did review earlier this month. The killer, I like the crazy masks it wore, especially the one with the train conductor with the mustache and stuff. There were also some darkly humorous moments and stuff. This film wasn't on a very long time. It was 97 minutes, so just under 100 minutes. And yeah, it was a good hour and a half. I see how this has gone down as a classic. But the cinematography, I'm surprised this film has never been retouched up or anything, or a bit more cleared. Then again, some filmmakers go out of their way to make their films look like that. I'm not saying that this was done like that on purpose, because it wasn't. It came out in 1980 and looked like a tight budgeted film. But yeah, I thought it had a good enough 1980s cinematography, and this was at the start of the decade in 1980. This film came out in October of 1980, so set a few months in the future, or maybe it's the New Year's Eve of 79. I'm not sure, I didn't really look much into that. But yeah, Terror Train. I will say that there were moments in there, a few slow moments. There are a few unlikable characters. Some got on my nerves a bit, but yeah, I thought it was decent enough, and you know, had some good edits in there. But of course, you got to think at the time the slasher genre was starting to come into its own. You know, all these things that we see as cliches now were not done as much as they are now. So yeah, Terror Train, it's a decent watch. I think it's all right. You know, it's guess because I'm not a fan of New Year. Yeah, I don't like New Year. I just, you know, it's the end of Christmas, and the good Christmassy feeling just goes, and you're in for a bleak month in January. But I much would rather stay in on New Year's Eve and watch horror movies or watch anything, which I do. Anyway, Terror Train. What am I going to rate this one? I'll give it 3.5 stabs out of 5. I think 3.5 stabs out of 5 for Terror Train. So there you go. There is my review for today. Our New Year theme for today, our holiday theme for today, the New Year. So, have you seen this one? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description, so you can check all that out. So I will see you tomorrow for the penultimate day. Yeah, I know, but we still got 2 holiday-themed horrors to come, and that'll be Valentine's Day tomorrow, and we'll wrap it up with, of course, Halloween. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, so until then, don't have nightmares.